So, interesting. Let's see what we have on Team AngryJr. Valkyrie. Interesting choice. They got Warhead banned. So Warhead, of course, is a very strong pusher. We are in the game. I'm very happy. And let's see what both teams will do. On the right side, we have Team SoloZelda. On the left side, in red, we have Team AngryJr. Curious to see how Bastion will play out. I think Bastion is maybe an underrated. Not sure about the Zell pick. Striker was still open, and I believe Striker is a stronger choice than the Warhead already on bot. Sipo is already on bot, trying to push the lane as soon as possible. The rest of the team is covering on top, trying to make an engage. First, a very early engage against when whoever is taking the watchtower. Their tactics is going in, however, against the Blitz. Blitz is just dashing out when tactics is dashing in. Watchtower currently in control for the blue team. And we have 3 sentinels in mid lane. Striker is on top lane defending. Very beautiful Hammer Hambos play from mid and top lane. It was nearly very successful. Tactics need to be careful not to take too much damage. He's currently still weak in the early stages of the game after all. We're gonna reduce the in-game sound a little bit for you guys to hear me better. So, currently Blitz and Flatline are main pushers. Rhino's going for bottom, gets interrupted by Small Spencer on Bastion. Yeah, trying to protect this watchtower as much as possible. And we're having currently on bot in Sipo on Warhead against Zell. I think that Sipo should completely be capable of out-harassing a Fessel on Zell. But of course, this is individual player skill. Top artillery drone is getting taken down by tactics. The question now is, will they capture it or will they just defeat it? They are not capturing it, they are moving away, so they are trying to utilize the strategy from last Sunday, starving XP, starving to the enemy. Sipo is pushing a little bit. He doesn't have the control over Watchtower, so I think he will be pushing slowly. He's trying to maybe block the lane, not allow the lane to go too further in enemy territory, so he can farm safely, collect safely, while at the same time leaving Zell be a little bit out of position. We have still only 2 minutes, 3 minutes going into the game. I think the game will accelerate at the 5 minutes mark when both teams, or at least one team, gets their ultimate up. And then it's getting more damage. They're already taking a lot of damage after the gank from tactics. Bastion is retaking Watchtower immediately. Top left, Angry took the artillery drone. Of course, they have a read. Look how defensively they're playing, completely being pushed back to their tower just defensively and trying to starve enemies in XP. But in this case, if you want to starve enemy, you need to be more aggressive against sentinels. They're allowing actually their tier 1 tower to take damage, to be pushed into their tower. It's not much damage as long as they don't have an artillery drone. Artillery drone, as you can see, is directly focused down by Striker, so the tower doesn't get much damage. And as you can see, there is already a little bit of an advantage for Team SoloZelda. They're trying to starve them. Trying what AngryJr of course needs to do right now is they need to make kills or to damage those tower as strongly as possible. A little bit of an overextending there by Rob RMR on Blitz, coming Blitz from mid lane to top lane directly, annihilates them, and now suddenly they're pushing the lane, damaging the tower, punishing this overextension. Small Pencil is getting the drone. And what is Striker and Blitz currently doing? They look like they trying to move into the... Now they're trying to, I guess, move into the mid lane and trying to pressure mid lane now with an advantage, with a sentinel advantage, 3 versus 2 in this current situation. Top lane is pushed into the tower, so there isn't much XP being farmable by Strikers who here abandon the lane. Bot lane, they have now the advantage in XP and in level. They have a level up already, they have their ultimates up, while AngryJr is still waiting for it. Now is the time to get more aggressive. They're starting to push. Blitz is trying to kill Striker. I think Striker just should use his ultimate, push him out and farm very easily underneath the tower. But maybe he's just waiting for the gank. Again, gank top lane. Watchtower on top lane, however, is in control of AngryJr, so he will see Blitz approaching top lane. As you can see, he's moving back already to his... He should, yes. There's a graphic bug, but of course he has a map paper drop. So he's taking. Now AngryJr catched up with the levels they have their ultimates now too, but they need to make a play there. Otherwise they will start falling more and more behind. Top right drone still, I think, not taken. Maybe it even respawned already. Flatlight ultimate didn't save anymore. 1 level advantage for SoloZelda, allowing them to win this teamfight rather easily. They have an advantage and now they can start pushing and build up their advantage. go4sow just defending, still just defending. Zell can't make a play, he is playing so defensively, he's in a safe zone, nothing can happen to him. So this is a very beautiful controlled play currently by SoloZelda. They had time, even more time, since last week to make the strategy better, make it work better. And now we are going. go4sow suddenly more aggressive. Rhino is coming bot. Vessel should have seen it. Now she needs to use her shroud, but far too late. Too obviously where she is going, and she is in danger to get dropped. She managed to go behind the wall into cover and go back. Small Pencil very aggressive on a Bastion, trying to pressure Super Galaxy Blitz, but he managed to escape. X-Rumble is still having a one-on-one versus Blitz. Blitz is not in a good position as he is not a good lane pusher. And again, my opinion, Zell is not the strongest pusher. I'm not sure why. Maybe for the ultimate they tried to take it, maybe for the slow, which is effective. He is not the best counter pusher. Warhead, of course, was banned. I think that, however, Striker would have been a better choice, especially to pressure go4sow. You can pressure with Striker, you can pressure him so easily with his easy to place rocket and with his easy to do damage with his ultimate. Oh, she's getting more and more damage, she needs to retreat, she is getting starved away from the experience. Small Pencil is trying to get in, do something to us. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the FillwithSkill crew. Awesome you here, I hope you enjoy the show. So, Small Pencil managed to push out Warhead, however the amount of XP is minimal because they are pushing the lane far too aggressive, meaning that he will be able to fall back under his tower, in the protection of his tower, farm those experience up and didn't basically lose anything. AngryJr is not playing accordingly, they don't adjust to the strategy, the XP starving strategy of SoloZelda currently. And this is one of the reasons why we currently have 2 levels difference. Of course, over the next few minions there will be only 1 level difference. But this is exactly the timing when they are trying to engage. Tactics a little bit out of position. His ultimate, however, is still up, so he's not in danger. Razor is pushing. Now Blitz is coming in from his side. He's trying to get Winston dead before he can heal himself, before the silence run out, but he doesn't manage. Now Zell actually managed to push out Warhead into defensive. He has to retreat a little bit. She is full health. I believe, however, he is not in a real danger. He has 28 seconds till he's getting back with his HP up, but she's pushing too aggressively. Now why she's pushing so aggressively? Those experience, so technically she should allow those experience actually to go down and to die without Warhead being able to be close by. This is a mistake which they're doing, and this is a very beautiful play. I believe that this strategy definitely will become a dominant strategy in future, as it is using the game mechanics as you should do it. So that's very good. We are in the Shards of War player base. Now top lane Super Galaxy is taking down Blitz, 1 level advantage, not such a big advantage anymore. They had 2 level advantage. Resurrect gets annihilated by Small Pencil. Now still Tactics is still fighting on his own in the middle of everyone, distracting Valkyrie so she can't use properly her spells. Tactics getting a lot of damage. His ultimate, however, is still up, so he will be using. I don't think he's in too much trouble. Welcome Mascarale to the FillwithSkill crew. Awesome you're here. Hope you enjoy the show. Stay awesome. And go4sow is doing what he is supposed to do. He lets those minions push into the tower again. The lane freezes at this point, so he can farm it without any danger. Now he's actually starting to push, not sure why, because he should maybe actually wait for it. Maybe he has some plans, so let's see what he is going to do with it. He's pressuring Zell directly, even with his long range. Even if she falls back into the tower, he can easily still harass her when she doesn't have any support. He has a watchtower on bot lane, so he can easily I really enjoy actually watching this. I feel like with the new strategy of SoloZelda, the eSport, the Shards of War eSport matured a little bit. Before that it was very aggressive play, and now we have a very more mechanics oriented strategy. So I enjoy this very much, especially the fact that they are actually playing with the XP. Usually in other mobile games you have gold income, which you try to deny, farm to deny. Be careful in mid lane tactics, but still. No, actually his ulti, oh, there is his ultimate, weird. I saw that I clicked on him, he just jumped out. It was nearly a skill shot, it would have hit him if he didn't evade it. go4sow is currently pushing bot lane against Bastion, but already Zell is coming in, getting stuck by Blitz. He will try to keep this watchtower in hands of SoloZelda, however, he will be pushed out. AngryJr is playing with acceleration frame, which I personally always do. It gives her a little bit more mobility. So far, she didn't have much of an impact in the game yet. Let's see if this will work out in future. Better tactics managed to stun AngryJr. She's out of position. This is the problem with AngryJr. She has no escape skill. Now bot lane 3 versus Bastion. Trying to pressure him away. Mid lane, however, never ever abandoned a lane completely. Striker completely static on top lane without watchtower. He's actually falling back. He should have, however, now soon a read where enemies are, and because Blitz is pushing, he doesn't need to be too... What was that? He doesn't need to be too scared of losing too much XP as Blitz is pushing into him. Flatline is taking watch on bot lane. AngryJr and Bastion are trying to deal some damage to Warhead, push him out of the lane. The XP difference is still in advantage for SoloZelda. They're doing a very good game, but I think actually you can see it in this game that the adjustment which Big Point did in Shards of War are very good ones. With the tactics, SoloZelda is ahead, but the difference is not that big as it was last week. So this is a good thing. Now we have a team fight in mid going on, however SoloZelda manages to escape. Striker moved in from top lane to mid lane, returns now. Blitz is still pushing. Why are you pushing if you don't want to make anything out of it? With your AoE you can clean waves very fast and effectively. I think he should just fall back and wait a little bit. go4sow is quite still surviving. He's holding his lane and he's doing a good job on bot lane. So, currently still pressuring Zell out of the lane. I actually curious, I think that actually the level difference should be a little bit bigger. But again, I think it's more worse currently taking those drones instead of leaving them. The kills advantage is clearly towards SoloZelda, and only, well, let's say 1.5 level actually this is up. So I think they fixed some adjustments in how the bungee effect works. I think the team which is falling behind is actually getting more XP from a level difference, because it is the 1 level difference. They were in between nearly 3 level difference, but they catch up very fast. So I think this is currently the issue. Top lane getting now with artillery drone. She will shoot out of range into the tower, which means a lot of damage, but she is stopped immediately by Team AngryJr. Currently a very static game. We're 14 minutes into this game. Bottom tower is down finally. And although I love actually this idea, the difference, the advantage isn't that big anymore. So it's still going back to becoming now a little bit hopefully more aggressive. I think aggression, I said this already last week, I still think that aggression is higher beneficial. And now we're gonna see how it's actually working out when a team Angry or team SoloZelda loses their tier 2 tower. If those drones will cause another huge XP advantage. Striker on top lane, still very passive. I think he should pressure Rob RNA far harder than he does. There are more options for that purpose. Both teams now at full items, maximum item level. Like this situation, for example, this fallback is a miscommunication. Super arrived to top lane. I don't think that eSport should have fallen back in this case, potentially, but maybe he's AFK, maybe he has some issues with the leg spikes, I don't know. Hopefully he is not out of the game. And let's see.
An allied tower is under attack.
So, the Super Galaxy has to trigger his ultimate in order to get away from this a little bit gank attempt there against him. Top lane is getting pushed and pushed down by Rhino and Warhead. I believe Striker has some issues, X-Rambo. Maybe he has to run with the dog, I don't know. Now, as a result, AngryJr is pressuring mid and the game accelerates a little bit. We have, however, on bot lane artillery drone, on top lane artillery drone pushing into the tower. The tower already lost his shield capacity, so they will definitely need to return and take it down. But this is what we saw already last week. Team SoloZelda waits till they start utilizing those drones. So they get an advantage utilizing those drones against their opponents. Now we have actually one level, it was nearly a 2-level difference. One level at the same time when they fall back to push it, they prepare. This is actually their preparation for Drake, attacking Drake down without any chance of denial from the enemy team, and most likely they realize, even if they realize, the reaction came far too late. So team SoloZelda is building up the advantage, currently 2-level advantage, and of course with a dragon push for sure they will push down this tier 1 tower. Let's see if they're managing to get into the tier 2 tower. Blitz on top lane, pressuring, split pushing at the same time. Rhino is taking tank drone and capturing it as well. Very interesting. So the game is kind of like currently, let's see how the next game runs, but rather slow to the 12-13 minutes mark and suddenly it accelerates. The Drake range was removed a little bit, so he doesn't have such a big range. 17 minutes Drake, however, is dangerous. Mopenso getting kicked out of position. 3-level difference now. Suddenly SoloZelda is exploding. They're getting stronger and stronger with every kill they're doing, with every push they're making. But of course they need to make sure that they utilize this push very strongly. 18 minutes into this game, SoloZelda has a good chance on actually finishing the game right now. We have top lane pushed only by minions, but still it's pressure. We have a tank on mid lane. Drake is still alive. Shield is going away. Valkyrie ult doesn't do much damage. We're dropping 30% dropping. Yeah, this looks good. This is a win for SoloZelda. Pretty straightforward game. Not much excitement in this game. This is a very consistent strategy. They are holding back, building up their advantage, and then finally going most likely for the Drake push. And
Cause winners are sexy.